Is Barrie still worth moving to in 2026? Or did you already miss your chance? Over the last few years, Barrie has changed fast. Prices, traffic, taxes, and the types of buyers moving here. Today, I'm going to give you the brutal, honest truth so you don't make a very expensive mistake. Before I continue, I invite you to support our channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. This will support our channel and keep you up to date on new videos we are constantly producing and updating. I'm Paul Partridge with Remax Crosstown and the Oranto Real Estate team, and I help people relocate to Barrie and Simcoe County. Let's address the elephant in the room, and let's talk about the truth with home prices. Barrie is no longer cheap. But here's what most people miss. Barrie is still one of the best value cities in Ontario for what you actually get. Detached homes are still hundreds of thousands of dollars less than they are in the GTA, and condos are giving downsizers and first-time buyers real options starting at the $300,000 level. The people who say you missed your chance usually aren't looking at what Barrie is becoming. They're focused on what Barrie used to be. Who is Barrie really for now? Barrie in 2026 is not just a commuter city anymore. I've lived here for almost 60 years, and I will say there was a time when Barrie wasn't keeping up with the cultural makeup of Ontario. But being so close to Toronto and Ontario's gateway to the north, Barrie's cultural diversity has changed for the better. In fact, almost 20% of Barrie's population identify as a visible minority now. It has become a downsizing hub, a retirement destination, and a family city all at the same time. And that mix is exactly why demand is staying consistent here in Barrie. And if you're over 45 and thinking about simplifying or planning retirement, Barrie actually makes more sense now than it ever did. Now let's look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start with the good. Waterfront lifestyle, walking trails, new schools, shopping, and full hospital access. In fact, Royal Victoria Hospital has become a world-class cancer treatment center with world-class doctors and medical facilities. There's also plans for an RVH South location just south of Barrie in the very near future. Now, how about the bad? As Barrie races to keep up with the growth happening here, traffic is definitely getting heavier. Property taxes are higher than people expect, and winters are real winters. Just south of Georgian Bay and located right beside Lake Simcoe, Barrie winters are no joke here. If you move here, my number one recommendation is that you stop by Rhoda and purchase yourself a snowblower. Your back and your cardiologist will thank you. Finally, the ugly. Buying in the wrong neighborhood can cost you tens of thousands of dollars later down the road. There are areas that will not hold their value or appreciate as well as others. Depending on your needs, here is where buyers are buying. Smart buyers aren't just buying a house in Barrie. They're buying in specific neighborhoods based on lifestyle, resale, and taxes. The south end of Barrie is still one of the most popular choices for commuters. It has some amazing residential communities, lots of amenities and schools, and is close to the train and has real easy access to Highway 400. The north end is huge for downsizers. So much variety with mature properties, townhouse developments, and some great condo developments. The east end is still giving value buyers their best entry point. It is also close to downtown and the waterfront. If you're willing to look just outside of Barrie, there is an area that may suit your needs and has the lowest property taxes in Simcoe County. Just email me and I'll tell you where it is. So what is the future for Barrie? Well, Barrie is still growing, and growth brings infrastructure, jobs, and long-term value. I have seen population estimates approaching the 250,000 mark by 2035. Just drive around and you can see massive infrastructure projects taking place everywhere. People aren't leaving Barrie, they're moving within Barrie. There's not a cooling market. It's more of a maturing market. So is Barrie still worth moving to in 2026? Well, for the right buyer, my answer is absolutely yes. If you're thinking about moving to Barrie, downsizing, or buying your first place, I invite you to reach out to me through partridgeproperties.ca. Or why don't you try some new technology out and call my AI assistant, her name is Alex, to set an appointment. You can reach her at 705-410-2339. Now, she isn't a real person, but I find her very helpful, and she'll email me the details of our conversation, and I promise I'll get back to you in a timely manner. My name is Paul Partridge, and I'm not AI, and if you're going to make a move, I would be honored to help you make the right move.